Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai Sports News. And what a way to kick things off, because Lewis Hamilton just delivered one of the most electrifying moments of his Ferrari era so far. According to both BBC Sport and Sky Sports F1, Hamilton put in an absolute flyer to claim pole position for the sprint race at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. And get this, Hamilton himself called it an amazing surprise. He pipped Mercedes youngster Kimi Antonelli to the top spot, while his old teammate George Russell had a much tougher time of it out there. Coming home at Silverstone in Ferrari red, in front of his home crowd, you could not script it better. Hamilton says the lap time gives him real belief that the car has the pace to go all the way and take sprint victory on Saturday. The atmosphere at Silverstone is already electric, and this result has just turned it up another level. Formula One fans, this weekend is going to be something special. Keep your eyes locked on that Ferrari. Now, over to the FIFA World Cup 2026, and what a dramatic night it was in Dallas. Sky Sports Football reports that Egypt have booked their spot in the round of 16 after knocking out Australia in a nail-biting penalty shootout. This was the kind of match that had fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. The game couldn't be settled in normal time, and when it went to spot kicks, it was pure drama. Egypt held their nerve and converted when it mattered most, while Australia's World Cup journey came to a heartbreaking end from the penalty spot. For Egypt, this is a massive moment. They are through to the last 16 of the World Cup, and their fans will be absolutely buzzing right now. Australia, meanwhile, will be left wondering what might have been after giving everything in this contest. The World Cup 2026 just keeps delivering these incredible storylines, and we are only in the group stages knockout rounds. It is going to get even wilder from here. Sticking with World Cup action, and there is a major headache brewing for the United States men's national team. As ESPN is reporting, striker Folarin Balogun is suspended for the USMNT's round of 16 clash with Belgium after picking up a controversial red card. Balogun had been a key attacking outlet for the Stars and Stripes, and losing him for such a massive knockout game is a real blow. ESPN is diving deep into the question of who steps up to fill that void. It's a genuine tactical puzzle for the coaching staff heading into what is already a high-pressure match on home soil. The U.S. have the backing of their home crowd and the weight of a nation behind them. But replacing a striker of Balogun's quality is no easy task. Belgium are no pushover either. This round of 16 tie has all the ingredients for another World Cup classic. How the USMNT set up without their first-choice striker could define their entire tournament. All eyes will be on that team sheet when it drops. Now let's head over to the lawns of SW19, because Wimbledon 2026 is absolutely buzzing. BBC Sport is reporting that qualifiers Roman Safiullin and Shintaro Mochizuki have been causing some serious upset at this year's championships, and now they have their sights set on even bigger scalps. We're talking about going after world-class names like Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner. That takes some serious belief, and fair play to both of them for backing themselves. Meanwhile, on the women's side, Sky Sports Tennis tells us that Aryna Sabalenka has set up what is being described as a mouth-watering fourth-round clash with Naomi Osaka after beating Latvia's Jelena Ostapenko in straight sets. Sabalenka is still on course for her first-ever Wimbledon singles title, and an Osaka matchup at this stage is the kind of box-office tennis that everyone has been waiting for. Coco Gauff also matched her best run at SW19, which adds even more excitement to the women's draw. And Djokovic? BBC Sport confirms he beat Arthur Rinderknecht to record his 105th win at Wimbledon, equaling Roger Federer's all-time record for men's singles victories at the All England Club. History being made on the grass, people. All right, let's cross the Atlantic to the NBA, because this story is absolutely wild. ESPN is reporting that after LeBron James announced he was leaving the Los Angeles Lakers, the franchise completely overhauled its entire operation, and they did it in just 35 minutes. 35 minutes. The Lakers are now building everything around Luka Doncic, and ESPN has 6 massive questions about what that means going forward. How does Luka fit in LA? Who fills the roster around him? What does this mean for the franchise's championship ambitions? This is a seismic shift in the NBA landscape. LeBron James leaving the Lakers is the end of an era, full stop. And pivoting to Luka Doncic as your franchise cornerstone is about as bold a move as you can make in professional basketball. The Lakers faithful have been through a lot, but if Luka can work his magic in Hollywood, this rebuild could be something really special to watch. Here is the feel-good story of the week, and honestly, it might be the feel-good story of the year. Sky Sports Golf is reporting that YouTube golf sensation Brad Dalke is challenging for the title on his very first DP World Tour start. At the BMW International Open in Munich, Dalke fired a second-round 66 to sit just 2 shots off the lead at the halfway stage. This is a guy who built his reputation making videos online, and now he is rubbing shoulders with the best professional golfers in Europe on the world stage. Sky Sports have the highlights, and let me tell you, they are worth watching. The golfing world is buzzing about this one. It raises that fascinating question about the rise of content creators in professional sport, and whether the line between social media star and elite athlete is blurring more than ever. Dalke still has 2 rounds to go, and if he keeps this form up, we could be witnessing one of the most remarkable debut victories in DP World Tour history. What a story this would be. And finally, a big one from the world of football management. Sky Sports Football is reporting that Ange Postecoglou has been named as the new head coach of Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. Yes, that means the Australian tactician will now be in the dugout for Cristiano Ronaldo. That is quite the assignment. Postecoglou brings his high-energy, attacking philosophy to Saudi Arabia, and it will be fascinating to see how his style meshes with one of the greatest players of all time. Al Nassr will be expecting big things, and Postecoglou is not the type to sit back. He plays bold, expansive football wherever he goes. And in the transfer chat this morning, Saturday's newspaper reports covered by Sky Sports suggest that Fulham have entered the race for West Ham winger Crescencio Somerville, joining Chelsea and Manchester United in what is shaping up to be a very competitive pursuit. The summer window is heating up nicely, and we will be keeping a very close eye on that one as it develops. That is all from me today. It has been a packed show, and sport is absolutely delivering right now. And that is a wrap on today's Genai Sports News. What a day it has been. Hamilton on pole at Silverstone, Egypt through at the World Cup, Wimbledon drama, the Lakers resetting around Luka, a YouTuber taking on the world's best golfers, and Postecoglou heading to coach Ronaldo. If you enjoyed today's show, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think wins the sprint at Silverstone? I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned to Genai Sports News.